I'm just making it up. I'm just making it
Oh.
up, Caps. You know what else, Caps? You know what else,
Hmm.
Caps? The episode's
What?
already started. It's already started. I
Oh,
tricked you.
oh.
I tricked you. Welcome to Good Morning New York City. That's right. No intro. We're going right into it. We're going a raw dog right into it. No lube. How do you feel about that?
All right. So be it.
How are
I
you?
mean, you know what you've got to do way better than I do. So,
Do I? Do I, Diane? Do I?
I mean, you've been hosting this for like a couple years now. You should, at the very least.
Maybe. Maybe.
Oh
Um,
my God, that's maybe.
how are you, Caps? How's it going?
It is going pretty well. I am honestly a bit tired because it's like 10:30 here. But other than that, I'm doing fairly well. I'm going on a skiing trip next week. I am going to take the Reading Olympics tomorrow, which apparently is a thing in Romania. There's this thing. There's like three stages, and they literally just give you like 20 lines of text, and you have to say what you understood from it. They give you like 15 questions out of that text. And the
Okay.
more you do well, the better you perform. And then there's like 100 finalists or something. It's very weird. We're like doing very weird stuff.
That does sound very weird. That does sound very, very weird. Um, these are your 4 interview questions. What is your favorite part about New York City?
Favorite part about New York City gotta be, I mean, why am I thinking about this? Oh, come on. Uh, it's gotta, I mean, it's like the overall community and the way everybody's just like connected together and you can just hop into the chat at any random time. And unless you're in Europe and half of the time you're awake, Americans are asleep. Well, the other half of the time you're actually gonna run into a pretty active chat, and I mean every time the Gen chat is active and full of people, there's always some sort of discussion that everybody's debating about. I just see the Gen chat as a huge debate center, except we already have a debate center for everything that's debate related.
Oh,
There's always a topic to talk about,
I think you
and
you
that
you, you
that's something a
Europeans
lot of
you Europeans need
that's
to start
something a
a
lot of
night chat.
bigger servers don't manage is getting a conversation to last forever.
That's true. What's your favorite channel?
Favorite channel? Well, gotta be. I mean, I'm slightly undecided.
Gotta pick one.
I would go for the Heli channel, where
Ooh,
everything's nominated,
ooh.
because that's basically where all the talent in the servers gathered. Everything that we do best is just all bunched up into that channel. I would also go for the best circle of hell because that's what makes NHC kind of be the server that it is where everybody just joins and randomly starts talking.
True and fair. Who's your best friend here? And if you don't say me and only me, I will still indeed absolutely positively ban you.
I mean, I've not been active a lot recently,
Should be a very easy
more
answer,
because of
Caps.
studying.
Should
It
be a
has to
very
be
easy answer.
it is a very easy answer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So me, good, good to
Why
know.
are you sounding so intimidating?
Great. So here's your next question that should be really easy to answer. Do I look pretty today?
You do, you
Thank you.
do.
See how easy?
I
See how
like your
easy that was? See how easy that was? My gosh. Um
you
now
look pretty in your pink top. I love it.
thank you. I do love pink. Now that you have spoiler alert one heli, which we are going to get to, it is I cannot wait. Um what is your cardboard box that is now a slightly nicer uh teeny tiny apartment look like? Now that you're off the streets, how does it feel? What does it look like?
I mean, it's pretty disorganized. Even in real life, when it comes to real life, if you take a look in my room for 5 seconds, you're never gonna want to show up in my house ever again. It's like I've got like literally next to me, like 10 centimeters away, there's a pile of clothing that I didn't get to. It's just fresh clothes. I should get them in the cupboard. I don't know. I didn't take care of them. Right next to them, there's my school notebooks and stuff. It's all just a mess, and I guess my NHC apartment kind of fits that standard.
Well, listen, you're off the streets. There's poor unfortunate souls like Max out there. Like Max is living on the streets right now in a cardboard box. So, it
I
could be
mean,
worse.
I could use a roommate to help me clean.
You don't have space for a roommate. You have a teeny tiny apartment. It's teeny and it's tiny.
How
But
tiny is it? Holy, yeah.
I mean, you have just one heli. I'm just saying. What do we created the rules. I created the rules for let me see if I can find it. So one heli is a teeny studio apartment, which means you have no rooms, you have no doors. It's all open
How
concept.
do you get in?
Well, there's a door to get in, but there's no like,
Oh, okay.
you don't close the door to a
Got
bedroom. There's probably a
All
bathroom
right.
closing door, but the
Right.
kitchen's out there. The kitchen's in the same room where you sleep. It's all that. It's all of that.
Right.
It's all of that. Let's talk about the cryptids. Is there any way to stop them? Them cryptids.
I mean, every time we stop one, a new one arises. And I like the fact that we started getting a lot more creative every single month somebody's coming up with some new ideas. Like I never thought of the cryptids becoming poets. Like I love this is the only piece of poetry that I actually like. Like if you give me poetry at school, I absolutely hate it. I don't want to see you ever again. This poem I actually loved, and I like the fact that we're getting more and more creative as we go on.
Shout out to Swift. We should actually nominate that for best short form writing piece. Someone screenshot that. So now we get to go to my favorite part, Caps. You know what my favorite part is. You know what my favorite part is. Let's talk about your hellies. Your hellies. Um, so this is a pretty significant year for you, I would say. Don't you think? Don't you think?
Of course.
Don't you think? You were nominated for 6 Ellys last year. We're gonna go through them.
Only six?
Only six.
Holy.
Only six.
Oh wow.
But listen, I always say you should keep it low. Keeping it low is good because it makes your win to loss ratio less significant. Because like, would you be more proud to win one Heli out of 6 nominations or one Heli out of 45 nominations? You know what I mean?
I mean, being nominated for 45 things means I'm kind of talented at 45 things, so
Okay, I mean, tomato, tomato, I guess. Your first nomination was for Streamer of the Year. You were the first nominee. Streamer of the Year, you were up against Mini,
basically me seeing yourself. That
Mini,
was
Naziro, Stressful Mooney, Fire Demon 2021, Ethereal Curse, Beeler, Phil Reich, Nalam, Sig, and Ori. Did you think you stood a chance among these famous folks?
100% not. I mean, I tried, but half of the time I was streaming, I forgot to promote it. So,
Nice job. So out of 11 nominees, how do you think you fared?
I mean, we know how this is going. Last place, one vote
Yes,
for
last
myself.
place. I love it. Caps last place. We love it. We love to see it. We love to see it. Don't
One
worry.
vote or more?
No, 0 votes.
What? Did I skip that? What?
0 votes. 0 votes. Yeah, you did not vote for yourself. Wait. Let me double check. Oh, I lied. You were not in last place. Oh my god, I totally almost maligned you.
Wait, what?
You were in. Hang on. You were in third place.
Excuse me?
You were in
Huh?
third place, dude.
Who did I beat out of the big four?
You beat Stressful Mooney. You
Okay.
beat Ethereal Curse, and you beat Beeler, and you beat. Well, I guess a bunch of other people who didn't get nominated. I mean, didn't get votes. You beat. Let me see. You literally beat everyone who wasn't me, Sig, or Phil.
So I beat Mini.
You beat Minnie. You beat
I
Minnie.
what?
You beat Minnie, who's in chat
Nah,
right now.
nah. Minnie's gonna take the person. Nah.
Minnie
What?
got beat by Caps. Just saying, Minnie. Just saying.
Nah.
But you ultimately got beat by me, so
I mean, I was kind of expecting it. You stream every like what 2 or 3 days. I
something like
streamed
that.
like 100 times the entire year.
It's okay. It all ends well for you. You were also nominated for Best Unedited Photography Piece. You were up against The Love Doctor by Nathaniel. First of all, how did you feel? Tell us about Moonlight Shuttle. I'm gonna post it in
I
chat right now.
mean,
Tell us about how it came about. Tell us all about it.
Moonlight Shuttle was probably the heli that I put the most effort into because the thing about Moonlight Shuttle is um basically we were in Greece. This was on a holiday in Crete. And what we do is at night before we'd go to sleep, myself and my dad would lay on the beach because the thing is we had the rooms literally like I don't I have to convert it into feet. Wait, hold up. Because y'all are American. Okay, so it was like so the rooms were 30 feet away from the beach. So you could get this amazing view. And every time before going to sleep, we just lay on the beach, myself and my dad, and we'd kind of debate life and we'd have
It's
these
very
amazing conversations.
very
And
European.
then one night there was just this yacht out on the sea, and I was like, okay, so the yacht's there. The moon is kind of close to it. Maybe if I walk enough, I can actually get to the point where they kind of synchronize. And so I spent like the next 10 to 15 minutes walking down the stranded beach to try and get the angle. Eventually, I got it, and the moment I honestly thought it wasn't that great of a quality when it comes to the picture itself. If you look at the sky and the way it's kind of the light's kind of fading from the moon towards darkness, I didn't think I was gonna win. I knew I was gonna get close, especially after the luncheon. When the luncheon happened and I saw the reactions, I was like, okay, maybe I stand a chance. But I was like, nah, this is probably a too low resolution photo for me to make it. So I definitely put in the effort. Oh, I definitely traveled a lot last year. I went to like what, 5, 6 different countries. I can't even remember. I'm gonna travel less this year, unfortunately, but I'm still gonna try and get some nice shots out of wherever I go.
So
But
um you were up against oh wait, before I tell you. So I so I showed some of my IRL friends some of the stuff about the helis, or I was explaining the helis to them, and they're like, "Oh, like what are some of the picture ones?" And I was like, "Oh, that we have like best edited and best edited photography piece." And I didn't tell them anything about like all the nominees, and every time yours came up, they were like, "That one should win." Every single person who saw it, and this was like a group of like 10 people, they're like, "That's the best one. That one's amazing." So there you go.
so
Uh,
I'm known in your actual IRL community.
you
Well,
are known.
that
You are now known.
oh,
So
well,
you ended up winning against Nathaniel down by 6, Technological, Raymond Pancake, Fire Demon 2021. Even how could you? Sketchire Cat, a Noob 123, Addy, and KMM Green. You've beat folks who have won Photographer of the Year. You have beat folks who have won this very award. This is also a very close race. You pulled out
I wanted to know how many votes I got and like the percentile and everything.
so you got 23.5% of the votes, and you won by 1 vote. Down by 6 was second place. It was
How
very
many did I
close.
eventually? The number of votes.
Number of votes. So this is a very low voting year. Only 38 people voted in the helis, and 34 folks voted in this category. So you got 8 votes.
All right.
So it's very low.
That's still amazing.
It's still very amazing because there's
Oh, so that explains why there was so many draws.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Mm.
you bested Down by Six, who's photographer of the year, this very year, in fact. So
Yeah.
um, there you go. How did it feel to win a heli finally after being in last place for so long?
I mean, I th- it kind of got spoiled by the luncheon. If I hadn't attended the luncheon, I probably would have been even happier when I would have won. But because I kind of knew what to expect after the reaction that the people had.
It wasn't certain.
But
It wasn't certain. You weren't the full
it
winner every
definitely was
throughout the
certain and
voting.
definitely was close.
Yeah, it was very close. Um,
And
Go ahead.
yeah, I mean, it feels great. I will probably go back to my pits of hell and performing as last place and one vote only. Um,
We'll see. I don't
I
know.
mean, I hope not,
I think you
but
found your niche. I think after years of being in NHC, I think you might have found your home in photography. I think this is like your because every Hellion like kind of finds their thing after like dabbling everywhere, and I think you found your thing in
yeah,
photography.
maybe, but this was probably also a bit of a year of luck because, as I said, I traveled a lot. And so I had a lot of different opportunities to take pictures. And so this year, I'm only gonna travel. As far as I'm aware, we only have two travels scheduled so far for this year, both in Austria. And so I'm not gonna have the same amount of opportunities to take actually good pictures. So it was kind of also a lucky year, but I mean I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll figure something out. And also, you should explore other areas of NHC. I think you might find some new. I think Caps. You should try RP. I've always thought you should try RP.
Yeah,
Um,
I've tried RP before. The problem that I have, and this is especially like an IR problem, is that I am absolutely horrible when it comes to managing my time. Like I've had a talk with Daz, like next year is exam year, I finish high school, and the exam is going to give me my diploma and basically decide whether I go to uni or not. And so next year is basically extremely important for me in terms of exams and stuff. And so I had a talk with Dad, and he was like, I want to see you put in effort in order for you to succeed at this exam. And the more effort you put in, the more financial aid you will get from me over the course of your years in uni, which is a very good deal to be honest.
yeah,
And I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to start learning then because I mean, I get what dad's point is. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start learning. But then now I ran into the fact that, oh, I kind of want to do RP, but I also
it's
kind of
not a
have to
time
learn.
suck. It's not a time suck. Caps. Literally, all you have to do. I mean, D&D is a time suck. RP is not. Literally, you can play. In Max's RP right now. I pop in there for 15 minutes. I write some stuff and I disappear for a couple days. I come back, 15 minutes, do a little bit, go away. That's all I have to do. You don't have to.
Okay.
You don't have to be there the whole time. I mean, unless you want to
Uh,
be.
uh,
Just say it. To think about it. Just think about it. You just sit on it. You sit on it while we continue your helis. So you're also nominated for Photographer of the Year. You were up against Down by Six, Sayori Swift, Masamoyed, and Anub 123. Where do you think you landed there? Six nominees. Down by Six ended up
I'm
winning.
not gonna lie to you. I expected this to be a heli where I would have performed better than the unedited photography because I traveled a lot and I actually dropped a lot of pictures from my travels. And I was like, okay, maybe I have a shot at this one.
Okay.
And so I'm wouldn't say I'm disappointed because I'm almost convinced I'm not last.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, I kind of had too high expectations from this one.
You got third place. So there you go.
Behind down by six and who else?
And Sayori. So you
Oh,
were
all
you
right.
were tied for third with Noob, and then you beat Swift.
All right.
So there you go.
Okay.
You were also nominated for Best Traditional Art Piece, which I will go grab right now. It is called Black and White
Oh,
Flower.
this was
Do you remember this?
so far ago. This is so old. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
we're going a
Yeah,
whole
I
year back.
remember this because what I would do is I would nominate things that I did by myself within the art class at school. And so this year they just cut the art class and subbed it for math. And so I don't do art anymore.
All right, Caps. I just posted it in
Yeah.
the Good Morning New Hill City chat, if you can see.
Wow. Yeah.
Tell us about this piece.
I mean, this was,
Oh,
I'd kind of say it was a doodle because this took me like 20 minutes to make.
okay.
And I had a bit of a debate whether to add color to like the the part of the flower that isn't already covered in black and white. I was kind of arguing whether to add color to the circle and make the circle like green or stuff. But I just decided that with it being black and white as it was, really add color to something that I had already done this way. So I was like, I'm just gonna leave it like this and see how it performs. It is definitely one of the art pieces that I've done best because I'm very horrible when it comes to art. And I just try my best in the space of like 30 minutes and whatever comes out of it,
Nice,
I just it.
nice, 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 nice. Um,
Yeah.
you were also nominated for Best Level Up for what I called the Loser Fire, which I'm gonna post in chat right now, where you
Oh God.
said,
I
and
do very poorly with level up.
this can be an NHC event, and I can beat your events. Yay, Fire losing again. Well, this didn't fare well for you because you did not lose. I mean, you did not win. So how about that?
Not that I expected to win.
How about that? Although you did predict something, it wasn't you who did it, but you predicted something. I did not win Best NHC event this year. This very podcast
Ooh,
finally got trounced for Best NHC event
I
for
voted for this
Nalam.
podcast. Who won?
Thank you, as you should have. Nalam won. Nalam's Gardic Phone, monthly Gardic Phone won.
Oh,
I know, I know. Was it right? I don't think so. I don't think so.
of course it wasn't. Of course. Did you get to 50 Hellies yet or didn't you?
50? No one's gotten to 50 helis yet. I'm at
No,
third.
because like you're gonna be the first one.
I'm at 36, I think. Dio's like two behind me. I'm at
Hmm.
let me see. We have the Heli Award Hall of Fame where you can check. Oh, I'm at 34. Dio's at 32, and then dropping way down, we have CD at 18, Nalm at 17, Pepper at 15, Zoe at
Right.
12. Yep,
So probably in 2 years' time you're gonna get to 50.
possibly, possibly. Um, this one you got two votes, by the way, for best level up, which is significant. Meaning, let me see, that makes you fourth place, I think.
Who else
One.
voted for it? I'm not gonna lie. Who else voted for it?
I can't. I have no idea. I couldn't possibly tell you that. But you got fourth place. You got fourth place. Your final nomination was for the Bringer Award, of which you brought your sibling,
Yeah.
Toblerone. Tell us about Toblerone's great. We love Toblerone. Toblerone.
I don't think she logged on to Discord in the past few months.
Yeah, she hasn't been here in a while. She hasn't been here in a
Because
while.
the thing was, my sister is doing amazingly when it comes to art and design and stuff, and she has like a couple notebooks filled with like anime characters and clothing design and stuff. She's amazing when it comes to art.
That's cute.
And I was like, okay, I like what you're doing. I like what you have on the walls, your creations. And I was like, you should kind of get yourself out there a little bit. I know this place where you could kind of start like sort of a business and showing off what you can do and stuff. And she was like, okay, what's it called? How do I get in? And
Cute.
I kind of did it for her. We spent half an hour debating a username
That's cute.
because she wanted to use her actual name, and I was like, "You're 14, and this is not the place
No.
to use your username." And so we spent half an hour thinking of a username, and then she was like, "Okay, this is such a big server. How do I know where do I post?" And so I kind of guided her around, but I don't think she got into it too much.
It happens. You're up against Nikki, Dio, Kitten, Noah, and the Colonel. Where do you think you placed out of six?
Last, I guess.
Fourth. You got 3 votes.
3 votes.
Yeah, there you go. People like Toblerone. Just saying.
People like chocolate.
3 people like chocolate. So you are officially a Helly Award winner, Caps. You don't have any nominations for this year yet, so we can't go over your
Yeah,
2024
yeah. I mean,
nominations. But when you join an
next week
RP,
is
you'll be nominated for something, right?
yeah, next week is skiing week, and that means probably we'll get some very nice panoramas and stuff of the mountains. And so every time I can get the nice shot of the mountains, I'm probably gonna take it and see what I can do with that.
There you go. Where in your place do you keep your new heli?
Well, it's an apartment made out of cardboard, isn't it? So I, I I guess I just sleep with it under my pillow.
That's probably
That's
safest.
probably that's probably what I would do with a proper trophy.
That's safest. Um, what is a heli that you lost in the past that you wish you hadn't? And this can go back over all the years you've been nominated.
I think you know what I'm gonna go back to.
Which one?
I think you know what we're gonna be talking about now.
Which one? I actually don't know. I know you're disappointed about losing Photographer of the Year this year.
Yeah, that was moderate disappointment. The one that actually had me upset was Most Improved Member of
Oh,
2021.
right. Who won that year?
CD.
Oh, interesting.
Because she went from inactive user to like
Yeah,
moderator,
he became a
and Laura
moderator.
went
Yeah.
from banned to active user, and I was like, okay, I should probably deserve it to change my life. So
People, yeah, so yeah, it's hard. Everyone's metric is different. I don't really. I always like to go. I end up voting for the band to good member. That's usually my favorite vote, but
mm.
I like a redemption story. What heli? Well, I guess that doesn't really count. What helis do you want to win this year?
Arguably best unedited photography piece, but I'm gonna want to see what I can come up with at first. Because the thing is, I like being realistic. If I'm gonna get last place at something, I just take it in. Like, this is also why I compete in chess tournaments. I think I competed in like 10 chess tournaments. I ranked in the bottom five in all of them. And there's like more than 50 players, and I ranked in the bottom five, and I still had fun. So. I I'm doing very well when it comes to taking bad results in and accepting them and just moving on. But that's probably what I'm gonna aim for. Other than that, I don't really have a goal. Probably I'm going to kind of let the helis by, and if there's one thing I'm going to focus on when it comes to NHC is get myself active enough so that I can apply for Modship around the end of the year. Because the thing is, I tried to apply like what about a year ago, and you came back to me and you were like, okay, the mod team doesn't feel like you've been active enough for us to actually give you that trial period. And I was like, okay, then I'm gonna try my best to get myself active. Turns out it didn't quite work because now I've got even more math to do. And again, I'm horrible with time management. So I'm gonna try my best to sort out my time issues in a way so that I'm kind of aiming to get into Mudship in like October, November. Again, I want to be very realistic. So yeah, I'm gonna try and see how that time management goes. And hopefully I can be more and more active, more and more visible in chat. And eventually I can apply whenever I feel like I'm ready, like there's no rush. But I'm the kind of person when I want to apply for something, I want to apply for something the moment I know I can win. I can get it. Like that works for jobs as well, universities. I want to apply for stuff only in the moment when I can be assured that this is going to work out.
Um, and how many do you think you'll win next year? Or this year, I mean.
Hellies,
Yep.
zero. Like I have my bar set so low that I mean anything just works at this point.
um, so, who hasn't won a heli yet who you think should win, or who hasn't won a certain category that you think should?
Oh, okay.
Throwing some new questions at you.
Yes, you do, and this is actually pretty tough because now I have to think of the people that didn't win stuff.
Well, if you don't know
Oh,
anything, ask me because I am a heli encyclopedia at this point.
yeah. Did Mini ever do D&D? Because Mini feels like the kind of person who would absolutely rule in a D&D session.
Minnie hasn't even attempted D&D. That's how far away Minnie is from the D&D
Mini, you should
section.
go for D&D. You're the kind of person that can come up with plot twists bigger than mine. So
Um,
you should have a shot at it.
well, you get Minnie in there, and maybe Minnie would also have to get comfortable using a mic, so
Oh,
that has to be another thing.
I
So
mean, Mini's running for streamer of the year, so that's kind of a requirement.
we go. We'll get there. We'll get there. I mean, Minnie's slowly dipping back in the RP section, so we'll see. We'll see if we'll get more
Yeah,
creative
that's what I'm
Minnie.
saying. This is the kind of thing Mini would do very well and doesn't try to do.
There you go. Who has too many helis?
Probably you and Dio.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Bro, third place is like half of yours. Do you understand how insane that is?
I have too
Third
much.
place has
I have
less
too much
than half of
power.
your hate.
34. Oh, God, I'm swimming in helis. Oh, it feels so good. Um, why didn't this show win Best NHC event for season 3 after winning for both seasons 1 and 2? Riddle me that.
Wait, repeat that?
I
Hold
said,
on.
why didn't this show win Best New Helsinki event for season 3 after winning for both seasons 2 and 1? Tell me,
Okay, this
Caps.
this is gonna get real very quickly. Gardic Phone is the best place where they can just bully
How
you and make fun of
dare
you.
you? How
It's
dare you?
literally the
How
description.
dare
It's
you?
literally the description, all right?
Ugh, vile. Moving on. Is it spelled Hellys or Hellies?
Oh, that's a good one.
I know.
I honestly use both, but I'm more used to the IE thing
Mm.
because what we do in school is they teach us British English, and so it's the English that always has OU instead of just O and stuff, and they just make words longer, and so I probably just got used to using IE, but I guess both work.
Okay. Make a heli prediction. Any old heli prediction will do.
Any heli prediction.
Yep.
I I bet my small cardboard walls
Work.
that Dio's gonna get at least 5 helis this year. I
Okay,
said
that's
it.
a pretty safe bet, but all right. Dio's won no less than 10 helis every year, but okay, so that's a pretty safe bet. Um, out of everyone who's
Whoa.
yes, yes, that's true. Out of everyone who has joined this year so far, who do you think is going to win Best New Member?
I like how confident you're that I kept track of who joined. I have no
I'll
clue.
give you a hint. Everyone is saying that it's someone who is in chat right now.
Samo, who's in? Well, there's two people in chat, so
Yes, and one of them
it's not
can't.
me, Nico.
Exactly. So there you go. Good process of elimination. Max currently is running the most popular RP right now. Max is all over the place. It's a pretty safe bet.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Um, if you start an RP the year you join here, it's successful too. It's pretty easy. We recently had our Lucifer Lifetime Achievement Award recipient Nalam say something nice about Nalam.
The lucid what? Hold up.
We recently had. Were you at? You weren't at the. You were at the Hellies, were you, or weren't you? I forgot.
Yeah, I was.
So, do you
I
remember when we did
was.
the Lifetime Achievement Award?
I
Do you
think.
not remember? So, for those who don't remember, which apparently is Caps, every 5 years that Hellion is here, you were allowed to be nominated for the Lifetime Achievement Award for all of your achievements in New Hell City, and then we vote on who
Right.
should get it. And this year it was Nalam. This last year was Nalam. So, say something nice about Nalam.
Uh, God, Nolan's such a nice guy. Why am I struggling so much? Oh, the thing is, I've been in voice chat with him like last year or a couple of years back. I can't even remember. He would just be in Bonfire Bar. He would just do absolutely nothing. He would just play some random games on the PlayStation, and he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna join Bonfire Bar, and whatever happens, happens." And I just joined in because I was like, "You must be lonely down there." And so we start talking, and Nalam's a pretty cool guy, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
Why
so.
did why did that take me so long to say?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. And finally, what are your goals here for this year, New Hell City?
My goals for the well, I feel like I kind of already said it.
Do more shit.
So yeah, aiming for mod ship around like October, November. We'll see how that goes.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to put 1 minute on the clock for fan questions. If we have any fan questions, then.
If we have any fans,
But until we.
because like with other episodes, there's like 15 people in, and there's like Taka to do all the questions and stuff. And they're just rolling in, and I'm out here. I think last year there were actually moments when we had zero people in the audience.
Wow. How does it make you feel, Caps?
Honestly, betrayed.
Yeah, you're a Heli Award winner now. You can start demanding.
Lonely.
You can start demanding
All right,
private.
and the first question is, what's my favorite color? Okay, we're starting off strong.
All right, Max. It says, "What's your favorite color?"
Oh, okay. I very much like everything that has to do with wood and like the wood kind of brown towards yellow, the more light wood kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Great answer. 1 minute on the clock until we get a second one. Yeah, by the way, Caps, you're a Heli Award winner now. You can go up to restaurants and say, "Do you know who I am?" and then throw a drink in their face. I'm Heli Award winner Caps.
If that's something that actually happened in your life, I'm kind of terrified.
Oh, do you think I don't weaponize my 34 Heli wins? Are you kidding me? 36. How many did I say I have? However many I have, 30 something. I weaponize that constantly. I weaponize it to get tables, free food. When I go into the Gucci store, I say I want a purse and I don't want to pay for it. And I put all 34 of my helis on the counter and I say, "Give me my fucking Gucci purse, you bitch." and
Okay, how
I
are
get
you not in
arrested.
Monaco yet? How are you not in Monaco yet?
I mean, I'm just cute. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh God, the cat
I
wants to
don't
come in.
know
Do,
what to
do I
tell
let
you.
the cat in?
You let the cat in. All right, that's 1 minute on the clock. I'm gonna let Max get this last question in, and then we're gonna move on. Would you
Okay,
bail?
that was a very lonely fan question section.
Would you bail Fire
Um,
out of jail?
I mean, depends on why it's done. If it's because he throws drinks in people's face because he won 34 headies, I mean, sure, it's not that big.
Yeah, you should bail me out. That's right. All right, Caps. We're moving on to our final section of the pod. You ready for rapid fire?
The rapid fire.
Are you ready for
Am
it?
I still the rapidest rapid fire? Because that was the first time I did the
So
interview.
so far you've been, and your
Well,
last guest was Swift, who basically turned it into a dissertation. So you are definitely faster than Swift. You can't
wait,
do any
wait,
worse than
wait, wait.
Swift.
Oxford Dictionary dissertation.
Oh
Hold up.
god. Oh, you don't know what that is. Fair enough.
I don't. Oh, it's spelled with double S. Oh, hold up. Okay.
Yes.
Long piece of writing. Oh, okay. Right.
Yes. Swift took a long.
Uh,
Swift treated the rapid fire like they were the regular interview questions, basically.
okay.
So are you ready? Here
I guess
we go. What are you terrible at?
everything.
What are you amazing at?
Nothing.
What is your favorite thing to do?
Photography.
What's your least favorite thing to do?
Chess.
Do I look pretty today?
Yes.
Name something you would set on fire.
You.
You have to pack your stuff up today and go live with one Hellion. Who is it?
Mini.
You have to switch lives and bodies with one Hellion for a day. Who is it?
Dio.
Which Hellion would you want to cook for you?
You.
You have to commission a portrait of yourself. Which Hellion do you hire to draw you?
Oh, Pepper.
You're commissioning someone to write the NHC story or role play of your life. Who do you get to ghostwrite?
I didn't understand the question. Okay,
Oh,
I'm
who
just
do you
gonna
get
say
to?
you.
Fair enough. Which Hellions are you taking on your zombie apocalypse team?
Mini, Ara, and Olem.
What's your favorite word?
You.
What's your least favorite word?
Nothing.
Why are video games so hard?
Because you never get to finish them properly.
Why is anime so confusing?
Because it's literally just drawings on a screen for 46 episodes.
What is something you're obsessed with that everyone else should be obsessed with too?
Yes.
What noise or sound do you love?
Bars.
What noise or sound do you hate?
Any sort of screeching.
What is your favorite curse word?
Um, sure. Fuck.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Um, I mean, I want to work as customer support, so I'm gonna say that.
What profession would you not like to attempt?
Oh, teacher.
And finally, when you get to hell, what would you like Satan to say to you when you arrive at the fiery gates?
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Very good. Caps, you remain the fastest rapid firer that ever rapid fired. Congratulations.
Okay, you struggled to say that.
No, I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. Roll the tapes. I did great. Caps, congratulations. You're finally a Heli winner. Welcome to the winner's circle. It's so nice and lovely up here, isn't it? In the winner's circle, right?
It is.
Does it feel good?
It is.
Ah. Well, ladies, gentledems, gentlemen,
You
everyone
told
in
me
and out
we
in
weren't
between,
gonna make it 2 hours. We didn't even make it through 1 hour.
which is great. Which is great.
This is how lonely I am.
This is this is how these interviews should go. 45 minutes. Love it. Love it. We love it. This is my favorite
No way
episode.
that's your plan.
This is my favorite
45
episode.
minutes.
Yep, favorite episode.
Okay,
Favorite
so
episode.
any episode that has to do with Swift is a nightmare to you.
You said that. I didn't say that. I just want everyone to know that. And tell everyone where they can find you within NHC.
Best Circle of Hell, or sometimes at random times in photo booth and promotions.
Amazing. Amazing. Everyone, say goodbye to Heli Award winner Caps. Say bye, Caps.
Cheers, everybody.